everyone, welcome to Fame World Educational Hub. Myself, Aishwarya Saxena, and today in the series of Python programming, I am going to start with a new concept of variable length argument and keyword variable length argument. So we will be discussing two different concepts in the same video now. So don't skip the video, watch the video till the end because we will be discussing two programs here and they are two different concepts. So first of all, I am going to start with the variable length argument. So everybody know, all of you know that what is the meaning of argument. So arguments are basically the parameters which we are passing in our function. Okay, so variable length argument, what does it mean? Let's see. Suppose here I am taking a person function. Okay, it's a function, it's function and we are taking person. And let's take name. Okay, let's print name. Say name variable I'm printing, and let's call this person function. And here I'm taking, okay, let's say Angel. Okay, suppose Angel, the person name is Angel. Okay, let's run this. So there we have taken only one argument. It's working properly, it's printing. Okay, fine. Now here I'm taking data. So suppose I want to pass some data also, I want to print some data also related to this person. So let's do that. So I'm printing data. And here I'm passing, suppose, city. So suppose I am passing Lucknow. Okay, let's run it. And here you can see we are getting Angel and Lucknow. Okay, right now we are having two different arguments, but we are printing them, we are also passing them. What if I pass here some more values? Suppose I have passed age, I have passed mobile number, and okay, let's say I have passed this much, some different variable length arguments. So variable length argument I have passed. Okay, now let's run this, and here you can see it's giving an error. It's saying that it can only take two positional arguments, but we are giving 4. So this is the problem. So we have given the variable length, but it's not able to accept it because it can take only 2 variables, but I am taking 4. So what to do? Like how? Like for everything we have to take a new variable. But yes, we can get easy way of that. So here if we are using this star, so now it can accept the variable length argument, and I am running it, and you can see we are getting the variable length argument and there is no error. So like Angel is also getting printed, and the different details which we have, the data which we have passed, it's also getting printed. Don't get confused, this data is just a variable, it's not any keyword or something. You can take anything, whatever you like. If I am taking here ABC, so then also it will be working. Let's try ABC. And here you can see it's working. Okay, so whatever we are taking, it does not make a difference, it's just a variable. But yes, this star matters. And yes, you can see what we are getting the output in the format of tuple. Okay, so this way we can just pass variable length argument with the help of this star, the asterisk which we are giving here. And this is actually known as variable length argument. So I hope it is clear. Now let's do one more program, and in that program I will be telling keyword variable length argument. Yes, that's another concept. So let's start. Here I am taking keyword variable length argument. Now this was working fine. And suppose I want to give these values in the format of keyword and value, like in the dictionary what we do, we give some keyword and then some key and then we give some value. So that is basically keyword variable length argument. Suppose I want to give here city equals to Lucknow, age equals to 12, and mobile number equals to this. So like this way if I am giving, then is it going to work? No. It's saying that got an unexpected keyword arguments. Now you can see it's saying it's keyword argument, because what we are going to do, what we are basically doing, we are giving some key value. One keyword I am giving, and to that I am assigning the value. Okay, so this is not being accepted by this asterisk also. And what if we remove this asterisk? Let's try. So then also it is giving the same problem, same error. So now the keyword variable length argument is basically in which we are going to use this double asterisk. So if I am using this double asterisk, so it will be able to able to print these values and handle these values with the help of dictionary. And here in the variable length argument, it was giving the output in the way of tuple, and in the keyword variable length argument, it is giving the output in the form of dictionary. So this way it is handling. Okay, now if I like it's coming in a dictionary format, and if I want to print it in the normal format, so what can we do? Like this was a dictionary. I don't want dictionary format. I want city equals to Agra, or city Agra age 12. This way I want answer. So let's do that also. I'm just removing this, and for that I'm taking a loop for ij in data and items. Okay, so here I'm taking print I comma j. Let's do this, and I'm just passing some values to person. Okay, and here angel I have taken, and let's take age equals to 12, mobile number equals to, and city equals to say Lucknow. Okay, let's try what will be the output now. And here you can see we are getting the values very properly. Age equals to 12, mobile number equals to this, and city equals to this. Okay, so this way it's working now, and you can see with the help of loop we can get it without the dictionary format also. Similarly, in the case of variable length argument, we can apply the loop. So now it's your assignment to do this one in the form where you are using the loop. Okay, like as the output is coming here, it should come. Like in this particular program, what was happening? It was coming in the tuple format. So now you have to perform the looping here, and with the help of that, extract the output in this format. Okay, and this is your assignment, and you have to put the output which you have worked in the comments section. Okay, and I will be checking it. I will be going through the comments. So stay tuned. See you in the next video, and there also we will be doing some interesting stuff. And if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. And if you have not yet watched this ethical hacking series, so don't miss it. There are different videos which are in this ethical hacking playlist, and it is getting updated day by day. So it will be really helpful for you to learn ethical hacking, and it's really practical, not the theoretical one. So stay tuned and don't forget to watch this video.